Hey, I am talking right to you. It is episode 129 of The Right Show. And that is not the Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Ellen, Stephen Colbert, none of those boring shows. This is The Right Show coming to you at the right time, the right place. We cut it up, we put in little pieces and post it on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. And I'm very excited because last week was my New Year's kickoff, New Year's resolution. Come to you each and every week, and we're doing that right now. So with that said, Mark Zuckerberg has gone full Maga. Pitbull has gone full Pitbull. And Ladies Night, I guess I spelled that wrong. I guess it's Ladies Night, Lady night. So let's do it. Oh yes, it's Ladies Night. It's the night of ladies. So how do you spell it? Maybe it is ladies is. Let me put that exclamation. Tell me if I did that right. In the comments, is that the right way to spell ladies' night? Or do you like it like this? This is what I love about having the live show. We can do this in real time, and I'm going to put your comments up on the screen. Take a look right here. Ladies' night. But I think for my English majors, that would be the night of one lady. Lady Antebellum's night. So I'm going to switch it back. Look how quickly I can do this. Most people have to have a whole team. Not I. Get it done. That's what's up. Because I'm money. All right, now let's take a look right here. See what you guys have to say. Sandy, right here on the screen, says, thank God you're back. Hey, I can't stay. I just want to say hello. Michael Pennicamp. Hey, man, how are you? So that's what we're talking about. This is the only show where we can have 129 episodes. We can still connect. We can still laugh. And you can know what I'm up to. So we're going to talk about those things today. And this is The Right Show, where we're kind of a support group for normal people. And those normal people rose up and won. We kicked the DEI bum, Kamala, out of office. Biden fell down so many times. He's gone. Obama, always trying to be on the right side of history, is now best friends with Donald Trump, giggling and laughing in the church pews. And that's what's going on. Now, my New Year resolution was to come back to this show, make sure that we cover all the important topics, laugh a whole lot. And we got 100,000 plus views last week. So taking a little time out wasn't a bad idea because it all worked out. And we sold out Coeur d'Alene. And that's how you spell Coeur d'Alene, which means cheap bastard. I guess the Coeur d'Alenes, the French were trying to trade pelts. And they said, when you go up to this section, they never give you a good price. They're very Coeur d'Alene. And then Coeur d'Alene's like, yeah, that's what we are. We know we're cheap, and that's what we're going to name ourselves. So if I got that history right, let me know in the comments. I want to show you what Coeur d'Alene looked like. Yes, that's how it was. 400 people got together in the northern tippy-top part of Idaho to come laugh. All right. And we have U.S. Redman in the house, Dutch guy. We got a Dutch guy right there. And Michael Arrington, great comedy and telling the truth. And that's what we're going to do. So thank you to all the viewers. And remember, no matter how many people are watching now, by this time next week, over 100,000 people will have joined us. So you're here right now live. You're here for the special part. All right, upcoming tour dates if you want to get busy. Coeur d'Alene is done. So Batavia, Visalia, yeah, up near Fresno. Salt Lake City, Dallas, Temecula, and then I'm doing private events because then cancel culture can't stop me. Wildfires going crazy. My heart goes out to all the people in Southern California. Much of this avoidable. If not for DEI hire, you're going to have a DEI fire. We have all these different fire people and fire them, theys. What we need are firemen, and we need mayors who plan and governors who plan for dry season, clearing out the brush, controlled burns, using your money to fill up the reservoirs, taking the water that's already coming, fill up the reservoirs, instead of now they estimate $130 billion to clean this up. That's so low. It costs $10 billion to build a bridge anymore, okay? They have knocked out all the nicest homes down the coast and up in the valley and up and around. I say this will be $1 trillion by the time it's done. So that's what's going on. But do you have a conspiracy theory? What is your conspiracy theory? How do you think these fires started? One conspiracy theory is the climate keeps changing. And since the climate's changing, fire. I'm not going to make fun of anyone's conspiracy theory, but just know that is not scientific. That is a conspiracy theory if you believe the climate changing caused this fire. Second one is homeless people getting cold in the winter, starting a little fire to keep warm, fall asleep, and too much hooch. The whole fire burns, including Bambi, and the hobo didn't know nothing about it. Third conspiracy theory, insurance companies, since insurance left the state and stopped insuring homes just a month ago, on the dot, the fire starts 10 days later. Could the insurance companies want to clear that out, and then maybe someone else buys the homes, maybe the government or something does some eminent domain and takes up. So what is your conspiracy theory? I want to know. I found this one online. I thought it was pretty interesting. Take a look at this conspiracy theory, and it made me laugh. Here we go. BlackRock looking at all the newly vacant lots in LA. That's the one I'm going with. You got this company called BlackRock that has money from investors from all over the world that can now buy chunks of property and build low-income housing on beachfront property. Low income meaning $1 million a condo. That's very affordable considering that used to be a plot of land with a $12 million home on it built in 1958. So it needed a lot of renovations. Not anymore. Big company like Vanguard, BlackRock, any kind of investment company, building company, Pulte Homes, KB Homes, they can now say, give us this 10-acre stretch and watch what we do with it. All right, I'm going to read your comments because that's what it's all about. Getting back to you guys. Let's see what you have to say. Land grab coming in from Justine Cluen. They're awful from Freedom. Now it's a construction site. It was lit up too perfectly coming in from Michael. So that's what I'm talking about. You guys are kind of on the same page as me. Love hearing it. All right, moving right along. It turns out Meta lied for Biden. Do you remember 4 years ago, we were getting together here, we were laughing, we were having fun, and then all of a sudden I'd be banned for 30 days. Many of you would say, Kayvon, where'd you go? I didn't go anywhere. I couldn't get back into my Facebook page. Then I would say something else about the boosty boost, the masks, Dr. Fauci, banned for 90 days, banned for 60 days. It was like the 30, 60, 90 plan, and I couldn't respond to people, and it was very frustrating. Well, many people said, oh, Kayvon, they gaslit me. You're crazy. Nobody's trying to ban you. Oh, until Mark Zuckerberg just went on the Joe Rogan podcast and said this.
These people from the Biden administration would call up our team and scream at them and curse. And basically it just got to this point where we were like, no, we're not gonna take down things that are true. That's ridiculous. They wanted us to take down this meme of Leonardo DiCaprio looking at a TV talking about how 10 years from now or something, you're going to see an ad that says, okay, if you took a COVID vaccine, you're eligible for, for this kind of payment, this sort of class action lawsuit type meme. And they're like, no, you have to take that down. And we just said, no, we're not going to take down humor and satire. We're not going to take down things that are true. Then all these different agencies and branches of government basically just started investigating, coming after our company. It was brutal. It was brutal.
Wow.
At the beginning, it kind of seemed like, okay, we should give a little bit of deference to the government and the health authorities on how we should play this. But when it went from, 2 weeks to flatten the curve to, in the beginning, it was like, okay, there aren't enough masks. Masks aren't that important. To then it's like, oh, no, you have to wear a mask. And, all everything was shifting around. It just became very difficult to kind of follow. And this really hit the most extreme, I'd say, during the Biden administration when they were trying to roll out the vaccine program. And I'm generally pretty pro rolling out vaccines. I think on balance, the vaccines are more positive than negative. But while they're trying to push that program, they also tried to censor anyone who was basically arguing against it. And they pushed us super hard to take down things that were honestly were true, right? I mean, they basically pushed us and said anything that says that vaccines might have side effects, you basically need to take down.
Unbelievable. So that is kind of confirming what I was saying the whole time. There were people working at Meta that felt very comfortable under the Biden administration and even Trump's first administration because it was an anti-Trump tenor in the air. But they banned people like me from posting my comedy clips, posting my point of view, posting the right show, and now they just admitted it. 5, 6, 7, 8 years later, they admitted it. And I was called crazy. I was called stupid. I got in arguments. I can't even talk to my Aunt Steve anymore. She will not even share words with me because I'm a conspiracy theorist. But guess what? We were right. And I'm seeing in the comments, a lot of you had that same situation. And that's what's so beautiful about it. It turns out now that Trump won, Mark Zuckerberg is no longer on the radical left. He's kind of a fair weather fan. So I don't want to look a gift horse in the mouth. I'm very happy that Mark is finally waking up. As soon as he left his wife and his daughter and started doing UFC fighting and hanging with Joe Rogan, he's finally becoming a man and thinking properly. But for so many years, we were left in the dust. So Mark Zuckerberg has come around. He wants to pal around with Trump. He's a big fan of Rogan. And he's just taken tampons out of the men's bathroom. That's right. You never thought it would happen. A Silicon Valley guy, Mark Zuckerberg, has made a decision for all of Meta. No more tampons in the men's restroom. See, elections have consequences. And one of the consequences of having Biden and Kamala was they weren't running the show. Those weirdos were running the show, and old man Biden was just rubber stamping every idea. Not a joke. Hey, that's a good idea. Tampons, I could use one. Well, it turns out now elections have consequences. Trump is in office. J.D. Vance is vice president. Pete Hegseth's probably going to be in charge of the military. DEI is going OTD, out the door. And that's going to be a very good thing because now kids don't have to come up in a generation. Think how much damage the last 5 years, 6 years was for children who were told, yeah, you can choose your gender anytime you want. Oh, you're only 5? You can get a chemical pill and that can make you a boy. You could tell kids anything. You tell them they could be Harry Potter and they'll jump off the roof with the freaking razzle dazzle and try to fly. So it's very important that we won. We did win. This is our victory lap and I'm very happy about it. Let's look at the comments, see if anyone else agrees with me. Normally they do. I'm speaking to my own fans here after all. Michael says it's about time Zuckerberg snapped out of it. Patches is shocked. I have an Aunt Steve who may become my Uncle Steve again now that the tide has turned. Liz had to get 5 alternate Facebook accounts. I have 3 alternate Facebook accounts because when I would get banned from one, then I would have to start posting from the other. Then I would get banned from that one. And I was like, dang you, Facebook, you're screwing me up. And that's how I kept my comedy career going because a lot of comedy is, the only way I could tell you that I'm going to be in Salt Lake City and Batavia, which is near Chicago, and I'm going to be in Temecula, is through this app, this and Instagram. So when they silence half the country and they want to hear their own point of view echo chambered, that damaged my career. I should have a lawsuit, class action lawsuit for $2 to $5 million. Imagine the Daily Wire, 1 billion, 2 billion. I don't know, but I'm not a beggar. I don't ask for money. I just want a fair shake. Give me a fair platform and watch my views versus the other one. Here's one for you. U.S. Redman, my subscription to Kayvon has been unsubscribed automatically for me 3 times. That's the kind of stuff we're talking about. So anyone that wants to see one of my comedy shows, just like this one right here, Asking Liz, go on kvon.tv. Google Kayvon Comedy website. I'll see you at the end of the month. All right. Moving right along. This is a heartbreaker. And if anything makes you hate the left, it's going to be this. Ladies' night could be done forever. A California restaurant had ladies' night for the last 25 years. And a radical leftist, probably an LGB guy or troublemaker or a guy who wanted a quick money grab, is suing them for gender discrimination. He won the lawsuit in the California courts. Ladies' night is not only done forever, the restaurant can't afford the lawsuit and has to shutter its doors. Take a look at what happened to Ladies' Night thanks to one radical leftist in California.
While inside, customers are enjoying one last cocktail, one more meal at Lima.
It's just sad. It's just so sad.
The family-run restaurant in downtown Concord has been around for nearly 9 years and is now set to close permanently at the end of the month.
I mean, I love this place. I You know, it's like they're like family to us.
The owner telling us they haven't been able to fully bounce back from the cost of settling a recent discrimination lawsuit related to discounting drinks for women on its ladies' night.
A frivolous lawsuit that took us down, and it's these ambulance chasing lawyers.
Several similar lawsuits have been filed throughout the country, taking aim at variations of ladies' night, including earlier this year in Fresno, when its minor league baseball team was sued over a ladies' night promotion.
So they've lost the whole restaurant. Done. Lawsuit. Bam. Lawyer got rich. Ladies, no more half-price appetizers or drinks, all because a man wanted discrimination. And who is to blame for this? The people that say men and women are exactly equal, so we should have exactly equal circumstances. I don't think so. I think women should have ladies' night. Men should have a job that pays extra money so they can come and treat the ladies and get them their half-price drinks, and everything should work out fine. Because there is no way that men and women should make the exact same money if they're both firemen. If the man is 6'4" and can kick open a door with one big boot smash, and the woman has to ram her body into it 16 times and the door doesn't come down, then you're not doing the same job anymore. And don't get me wrong, I know I would have trouble kicking down a big wooden front door, but that's why we're not hiring me to be a fireman. I want to hire the best of the best for fire, police, for the people that do construction, for the people that do military endeavors. Then we don't pay everyone equal. We pay you based on merit. If you agree, put it in the comments. If you hate me, think I'm a racist, bigoted, sexist, alpha, toxic male, you're right. Next, we have a very fun video, which was so cute. This dad, and anyone who has lived in a snowy environment knows what this dad is going through. He has to get his kid in the car. They're dressed for the snow. He decides to combine. See, men, we don't look as smart as we are. He combined. He had his son dressed up perfectly in his little snow outfit. So it was so easy to clean off his windshield. It's a kid snowplow combo. Now that's using your head and your back and your ski pants and just from the window to the wall. It was very cute, and that video is going viral for a reason. Smart dad, good quick thinking, and he got out of there in half the time. I'm sure the kid had a blast too. It's a lot of people calling PETA and they're calling Child Protective Services. And no, the kid is going to remember that forever and go, that was so cool, and I went viral at the age of 3. So good job, Dad, and I am a fan. Now, in a little bit scary news, Pitbull, who's Mr. Worldwide, Dame, come on. He was doing a concert, and a guy kept throwing dollar bills at Pitbull. Now, Pitbull usually throws dollar bills at the crowd, but he was throwing them in a way kind of like, I can disrespect you. And finally, Pitbull allowed him on stage to sing along to try to kind of diffuse the situation. And the guy went a little wild, so Pitbull had to show him what's good.
On my behalf, I told him this is sorry about that, folks.
He had to warn him. He's throwing dollar bills at him. Pitbull is in the middle. He's wearing a suit, but Pitbull's from the ghetto. He may look Mr. Worldwide and rich now. So the black dude jumped up and said, whatever, you're just Puerto Rican. What do you know? And he got in his face and Pitbull full body, and he apologized after and said, I warned him. That's what happened. So let it be known, this is not the Biden administration, Kamala administration. You're not jumping on stage and messing with entertainers anymore, especially Pitbull, Mike Tyson. Chris Rock's not going to get slapped anymore. He has a plan now. And me, you come to my show, do not think you're going to jump on stage and try to go viral punching me. It's going to go a different way for you. I promise. All right. Our final video is a comedy clip. We want you to laugh and start each week with laugh. Now, this is like the middle of the week, kind of beginning to middle of the week. We are going to have a great time going forward each and every week. We're going to meet right here each and every week, and we're going to tell truth through comedy. We're going to wake America up with laughter, and we're going to end it with some professional stand.
You know, whenever I do see racism, I do my part to end it. I was at a club with my buddy, he's a black dude, and a beautiful girl walked by. He's like, damn, she got booty. As a black dude came on, I love booty. I did my part. I'm like, Terrell, we all love booty. This is not a racial issue. I wanted to break that myth. Because I don't know how that started, as if white guys are like, no booty for me, give it to the black people. I don't like that. I like a nice flat ass. That's what I desire. Just a plank of wood back there. That's my favorite kind of butt. Not that padded, cushy stuff. I want a flat pancake ass. That's what I've always loved myself. No, we all love booty. There should be a t-shirt. No ass, I'll pass. We would wear it together. We'd march on the back. If I can't spank you, no thank you. We'll go to the White House.
I hope you enjoyed that. That's what I do. I write new stand-up material for every show just about, and I try to mix and mingle it with what's going on currently. Current issues, obviously, in the news. Trump won, Kamala lost. So if you come to my stand-up show, you're going to see that. We're going to talk about how I'm doing a remodel of my house right now. So we're going to talk about how to get extra help at Home Depot in a hurry. Like if you're in a rush, you cannot wait. You need someone to help you immediately. I give you some helpful tips, all in a funny way. And we do this each and every week, so please hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next week. But every Monday, one of those comedy clips goes out just like that. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Bye.